Hi, Internet. Goombasa here. Uh, excuse me. Most of you have probably noticed that there hasn't been a brand new episode in a while, and that's due to a couple of things. The first one being that college is kind of kicking my ass right now, and as terrible as it sounds, I actually have to prioritize a few things, and classes take precedent over the show. So until I can get caught up with my work a little bit, um, yeah, the show's going to be kind of delayed. I will have the new episode up hopefully by this weekend. That's the goal I'm aiming for, and I promise you I will. I'm not abandoning the show or anything. These pauses are just because, yeah, I have other things going on in my life and stuff, and of course, as you can probably tell, I've been kind of busy being sick. There's been this really bad head cold and cough going around campus, and lucky me, I was on the tail end of it. I have pretty much gotten over it. Throat still feels a little fuzzy, but yeah, apart from that, I also wanted to give you guys something to tide you over until I could get the new episode out. And so, kind of like the big box of anime vlog I did way last year. I don't do vlogs very often, do I? I'm going to show you a few of my recent purchases this time, because I had quite a bit of money left over during the summer, and of course, being the otaku that I am, I decided to splurge a little bit. And so I wanted you guys to see what I had gotten, and if you guys see anything that you think would make a good review, or you just want me to hear, or you just want to hear me, I am very articulate. If you just want to hear me talk about it or rant about it a little bit, drop me a line, because pretty much anything that I'm showing you here, I could probably fit on the show in one form or another. But yeah, let's start with some of the stuff that I got from Right Stuff. Okay, so if you guys watched my top 13 online stores review last Christmas, then you know that I love rightstuff.com, and I stand by my decision to put them at number one. But let's start off with these. Yes, I actually hadn't owned the Disgaea series at the time that I had done my wrap of the Disgaea reviews. I had seen the series, but I didn't actually own it, and so now I actually went out and bought the entire series on the 3 separate DVDs. They did actually have a box set for sale on the site, but it was like $35 for just 3 DVDs. And it was basically the same 3 DVDs, just with a box. So I bought the individuals, got them for like $6 a pop, and I can kind of understand why the box set would be so expensive, because there it is. I don't know if you can see that, but this is a Geneon distributed series, and of course Geneon has gone the way of Bang Zoom and ADV. They're not really around and operating in the public consciousness anymore. So let's see, what else did I get there? Come on. Come on. Ooh, that one hurt. This was kind of weird, because I like buying those blind box items from Right Stuff, and this was one of the more interesting ones I had gotten. Gantz, the complete second season. Here's the funny thing. I don't own the first season, so in essence, I can't really do anything with this, because I hate starting anime halfway through. So yeah, I guess this one's just gonna sit on my shelf until I can get the first season. whenever that is. Oh, Tenchi Muyo Ryowoki, the 7-episode OVA series for Tenchi Muyo. I'm a very big Tenchi Muyo fan, as I've expressed in my OMG OST episode about the Tenchi Best album. And I actually have this series already. I had it on VHS, but of course, this being a disc age, I had to go out and get the DVDs. But this is where I really start to show my fanboyism, because when I looked up Tenchi Muyo Ryowoki, this came up with it. Sasami Magical Girls Club, I ended up buying both seasons, and I bought it for a purely fanboyish reason. It says right on the box that these were spin-offs from the Tenchi Muyo series, starring Sasami and Ryowoki from the series. So yes, I went out and bought a girls series because I love the original series it came off of so much. You can stop laughing now. I'm sure some of you have done the exact same thing. I hope. Let's see, I think that was pretty much everything I got off of Right Stuff. But I also did a bit of shopping at Shout Factory, and this is where where I show myself to be such a huge nostalgia nerd. Let's start off with the double box set that I got that has both the complete Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon and the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not sure if that is the full series. I'm pretty sure it's not, because it's a 4-disc set, and I don't think you can fit the entire 65-episode series onto just 4 discs. So I think this might only be the first volume, but it says right on the box set it is the complete Super Mario Bros. 3 collection in this box set. So, yeah. And I haven't seen either of those since I was a kid, and, well, people say they aren't as good as they remember it. I still really, really like both series. In fact, I like these old video game cartoons so much that I also went out and bought these, both Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which are fantastic DVDs, and even though people say that this series sucks, it really doesn't. It is aimed at a younger demographic, but it is a lot of fun to still watch these old cartoons, and I've made fun of it in the past, but I honestly can't say that I hate it. I watch these and I laugh along with all the corny jokes. And these DVDs are actually really, really awesome. I watched a bit of Volume 1 right after I got it, and they have a few interviews with some of the cast in there. Like, there's a really good interview on the first disc with Lou Albano, who was the guy who played Mario. He talks about how he got into the role, his life as a professional wrestler before he got into children's television. And it's really cool. I really like the Shout Factory DVDs, how they go that extra mile to give you a bit of extra stuff. These aren't hastily made DVDs. These are professional level box sets. And the last thing that I ended up getting from Right Stuff, once again showing my nerdiness, the Super Mario World and Captain N Dual collection contains both complete series from when both of those series were put together into one block of programming. 2 DVDs. I actually, at the time that this was on TV, I had not actually seen either of these. I bought them mostly A, for completionist's sake, because I have the other two Super Mario Brothers cartoons here, and B, because I'm genuinely curious about both of these. Now, some people have told me that Super Mario World is the worst of the three cartoons just in terms of the way it treats its audience, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Now, this didn't come from either Right Stuff or or Shout Factory, sorry. But I just had to show it to you because it's something cool that I got off of eBay. The Batman Legacy Collection. It contains the first 4 Batman films, the 2 Tim Burton ones, and the 2 Schumacher productions. Yeah. So I've got pretty much a 50-50 of good and bad here. And this might surprise a few of you, but I had actually never seen any of these movies before I got this box set. I know I was a deprived child, but yeah, that's there you go. I'm starting to get into comic book stuff again, and I was never really into it to begin with. I watched a few of the cartoons and stuff, but I was never a hardcore comic book nerd the way I am an anime or video game nerd. And now, the last thing that I have to talk to you about is it's a bit of a personal thing. A very good friend of mine has been selling off his old game collection because he's a bit of a yar-har fiddly-dee, and so he says he doesn't need the discs or the cartridges anymore, so he's selling them off. And me being one of his best friends, he said he'd give me some good deals on them, so I threw a couple $100 his way, and he threw a big-ass box of classic games my way. And so I wanted to show you guys this, and Kyle, if you are watching this right now, thank you from the bottom of my heart for a wonderful purchase, but next time go a little bit easier on the packaging, please. Okay, hang on, I need to lift up the box. Oh, shit. It's a big box. So, let's see, let's start with, let's start with the Nintendo games. They're the fewest here. Let's see, we got Rolling Thunder by Tengen, or Tengen, or something beginning with T. I'm actually a really big fan of collecting these unlicensed NES games just for the novelty of having them in my collection.